in hindsight, if I could have a catheter for the rest of my life, it makes life so easy.
You'd end up liking it.
It's just so good.
There was a guy who hated Matt. Was trying to fight him,
Oh,
screaming him through the window and shit.
So-
just Matt.
Why?
Just hated Matt.
At the
man.
video
So you're
store.
working.
Yo.
Nah, that's hectic shit. It's just got out of jail from bashing someone at Mardi Gras.
Ground.
Deserved.
And you stole their hairpiece.
Hey,
Sorry.
Well-
You can't swear in the first bit of the podcast.
Yeah.
Can you do something about
We can bleep it.
that? We need to bleep whenever we swear in the first
Anyway.
10 minutes.
Welcome to episode number 14. Look, Michael is back. He's alive. And me, that was a wild week. And we're going to go into great depths about what happened. That was a So we got a normal-ish episode for you guys again last week. Obviously, we couldn't because Mark wasn't here and we wanted a recap of the Brown fight. So it's just back to a standard banger episode. There's Bamboozled. I will get the bad news out of the way. Okay, we have a bit of a Tinder Adventures update as well. So we got a new phone. We tried to start Jess's Tinder again, but the verification was just impossible. So we could not get her account verified on our end. It just wouldn't work.
Yeah, they're on to us now, and she's in Canada, so we can't actually get her to verify it because our phone's here. She's in Canada, so
Yeah.
but
There is
There's
good
hope.
news. Yep. So Luke has let us. We've just gone it like let's just go back to being a bloke on Tinder. So Luke is letting us use his Tinder. So
He's a hero.
100 Yeah, not
So-
100% confirmed yet.
oh, isn't it? Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was.
I've set the account up.
It's like
We'll just get
99.8.
the green light from him, and then it's all good to go.
Yeah. Okay. So if barring any more disasters, Tinder Adventures should be back next week. All right. I'm very sorry. I saw some people saying that they think that we're lying about losing the phone. No, that genuinely happened. We lost. I've lost the Tinder phone.
Why would we lie?
Yeah. Yeah.
We
Anyway,
never lie.
it's
I miss
back,
it.
and
I
I'm
miss
very
it as
sorry.
much as you guys do.
All right. Anyway, Michael nearly died.
So basically, I have a new lease on life. I've gotten through a lot of traumatic events every single day for a week. It was hell.
Yeah.
I didn't think I knew pain. I thought I knew pain. But this was like a whole new level of pain.
Yeah, man. It
New
was,
level or different?
It was like I would rather take 100,000 squash balls over and over than have to do that
we should
again.
test that. We should test that.
Yeah, good idea. And then we'll do that again.
yeah.
But I've actually got something here from the doctor wrote a letter about the whole situation. Now, I know I've been harsh on the medical industry before, more in the 2020 region for some reason when they wouldn't let me in because of a high fever, even though it was vinegar that had gone up my ass. Another incident. But now, man, these guys at St. Vincent's Hospital were unbelievable, bar one. But we won't go into
do
him
you want
too
to
much.
explain what happened first?
Okay, I'll explain what happened. So
Yeah.
basically, video gone wrong. I tried to prank the boys, and then it was going to be you, Brown, but you found out. I decided that in Bali, there's these like marsupial animals that can consume coffee beans and then them out, and the coffee becomes better. So I thought, wouldn't it be funny if I ate a coffee beans, got the coffee beans through my body, them out, and then made the boys, offered them a coffee, drink the coffee, then they drink my coffee. I did that. I got away with this
Yeah,
once.
he did it. So he
Okay.
ate a bunch, had them out, but he put them in just a random part of one of the other living dwellings, and I happened to find it. I stumbled across it with James.
So I got found out. Then we were going to sort of target you, Brown. So you were just going to drink my coffee. But
Yeah, so it was. We turned it into a like. Since I discovered him and he couldn't prank us, we're like, oh well, let's just do like a normal website, like science experiment, to see if coffee is better than normal coffee, like it is, like because it's a delicacy from those animals. Right?
yeah, there's a few animals you can do, but we thought, why not try with humans? So in the first run, it went fine because I didn't consume as many, so my body was able to get them out. But then when we did the science experiment, for some reason I was like, oh, I've done this once. I'm just going to do tenfold of what I did last time. So I just started like, man, you'll see the
Scooping them.
video
It's
soon
two
on the
hand-
website.
Yeah, it's either out on the website right now or out next week. It's a fair bit of footage. So we got some footage in hospital And you know, it turned out to be quite a long video. So the boys are feverishly editing it at the moment. So it might be out now on the website, or it'll be out this coming Sunday. So yeah,
Just to
keep
get
an
an
eye out.
understanding, you did a test. What, like a handful of coffee
I
beans
probably
on
did
the
like
test?
2 handfuls on the first run.
Okay.
And then like
how
this
much on
time
the-
I probably did like 10. And it wasn't just handfuls. It was like 2 handfuls,
them.
scooping them.
Scoops,
I
yeah.
put it in my mouth and I just scull them down with water.
and swallowed them whole.
And I just
swallowed
kind
them whole.
of swallowed them whole like tablets, like, and it was shocking to look at. But I just thought, oh, he's done this before, and it was fine. So I didn't think, like, I didn't know that he was doing more, or it was just so me and James just standing there watching, and then in hindsight, it's like, of course,
But yeah, I thought like since I'd done it before, it'd be fine. But this time, like what had happened is since I did so many, it had basically gone through my intestines, but got stuck along the way and they started clumping together. So I had like hundreds of, maybe 1,000 of beans all in through my intestines and colon that had stuck together. So I did it. And then I got a few out that afternoon, but I was like, I've got to save my so I can get it out. Because I thought it'd be special to have just all coffee beans come out of my. It'd be such a beautiful moment.
like when we did the corn video.
Yeah, it was all
We've
corn.
done this many times before, like digestion videos.
Yeah, we solved world
and
hunger.
it came through. But yeah, the coffee beans, they suck up moisture as they go, and they all just balled up. Oh, we'll put up a picture of the X-ray. Do we have that?
Yep, I've
Look,
got it.
here's a picture of the X-ray. You can't really tell, but there was a
It's
lot. The doctors,
in little mist.
Yeah,
the
like
doctors were
hundreds and
very
hundreds.
shocked. Yeah.
Anyway, the next day, I basically was like, I need a shit. So I couldn't hold it. So I went to the van because I was like, oh, I don't want to shit in a bucket at home in front of Amber. So I go to the van, I close the door, I'm trying to shit, and I can't shit. It's like water coming around, but like, no, the beans had clumped. So I could feel all the beans in there. So what I started doing is like, oh my God, I knew that this is bad. I was like,
Was
all
it
right.
poking out or was it?
I could just, my was like stretched.
The
and
clump
then-
here, the clump
clump
here, then the would open like that, and the clump would just be like that,
Pushing.
And it- just couldn't get the clump out.
So I had to start putting my finger up my ass and chipping away at it one by one.
In
I
your shower.
Well, yeah, I did it in the van eventually, and I was like, I got to get away from Amber right now. This is too brutal for her to see because I knew this is bad. So worst drive of my life, trying to drive to the branch, and it was just the longest drive. Finally got up into your bathroom, took into the fetal position. So, and this will all be on the website. It's quite dark, and I'm sorry that you guys have to see this, but I'm just trying to push out, and I can't, and liquid's coming around the beans. So then I'm just them out slowly, and you would have seen all the beans I left in your shower.
I did see that.
Yeah. So I got like 10 out. Anyway, I was
Wait,
like,
did you get this on camera?
Yeah.
We
okay.
filmed a bit of it, but it started getting a bit scary. So it's a bit like you don't think about
Yeah, it wasn't funny
filming,
anymore.
especially during the hospital. But anyway, we'll get to that.
The pain just got, because I needed to shit so bad. I was just like, oh my God, I have to go to hospital. Marty takes me to hospital. We go through St. Vincent's. They sort of check me in. And then that's when the first traumatic event happened. They did the x-ray. And the doctor was just like so shocked. He's like, how many did you have? I was like, probably about 15 handfuls like this, two scoops. And he was just like, oh my God. And he's like, all right, what we're going to have to do is take you into the minor surgery room or minor procedures, and you're going to suck on a green whistle, and I'm going to have to try and dislodge them. And I was just like, oh my God.
What does dislodge mean?
Well, yeah, I sort of
his
had
fingers
a
in there,
thought.
Yeah.
So then they take me in there. I was myself, like, Marty, this is going to hurt. And I was like, you just got to do it. I start sucking on the green whistle. Great time, but not when you're getting. And it was just probably about 6 to 7 rams in there. And he's just moving them around, trying to pull them out.
Did he get any?
He said, I didn't. I asked, and he's like, I got a few. And I was like, oh, that doesn't sound good. He didn't sound confident. I know what it was like to be.
Yeah. And I was like in the room. I was able to feel some. You can't really. I was behind a curtain, so you can't really see anything. But on the website, you'll see that. Directly after he was like that, he was just sitting there shaking, like you would imagine a.
Yeah, it
a-
was
a
literally.
victim.
So I have literally been. I can say I've. Look, during the moment, it's dark. After, fine. Like I was a bit shaken up.
You said
but-
You said yes though.
It is
Yeah, it was
consensual.
consensual.
Yeah, so
Oh, yeah,
not
true.
really correct.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's not like that sort of, but okay.
But you didn't
it was,
want him there.
It was allowed. That's fair. I didn't want fingers in my.
Yeah, look. Let's just.
Okay, sorry. All right, I'm getting off topic. Anyway, that was rough. Then they sort of to say, here we're going to pump laxatives up your ass. I was like,
so
I've already done this.
They just like, all right, now we've put a dent in the lump in the, and you should be fine. Here, have a bunch of laxatives and go home. He's still in.
Oh, they
heaps
sent
of
you
pain.
home?
Yeah, this is.
Oh, I didn't know that.
This is when I was like, oh, it's all good. You know, posted a photo of Michael in hospital, thinking, oh, it's just gonna have laxatives because that's what the doctors said. They're like, yep, you just here have these, you'll be fine. Go home and shit them out.
Then I had a bath when I got home. I was like, Amber, sorry, this is rough, but I'm going to have to try and shit these out in the bath. Had all this Movicol stuff.
Oh, you have such
laxatives
a nice
up the
bath.
ass. Tried to, nothing came out. And I was like, all right, take me back to hospital. Went straight back there. A new doctor came and saw me. He's basically like, look, do you need a piss? I was like, yeah, it feels like I need a piss, but I because my rectum part bladder had stretched so much that it was pushing on my piss bladder. So because it's like just taken over.
Yeah,
and
so
pinching
basically his urethra, it was so full of coffee beans that it had been cut off. So that he anymore. So his bladder was just swelling and swelling. Man, so they had to shove a catheter up your hole.
Man, that's weird. It's like 3 seconds of the weirdest feeling ever as the tube goes down your hole.
Fuck, man.
Like that was so weird. And I was like, Amber, I'm scared. She's just like feeding me through it.
Thick tube too.
Yeah.
Thicker than I thought.
It's like a hose.
But in hindsight, if I could have a catheter for the rest of my life, it makes life so
You'd
easy.
end up liking it.
It's just so good. You don't have to ever. You don't feel like you need it.
You
just-
love a catheter on a bender.
Oh, dude, it just drains you constantly.
You need one for bedtime.
I know. Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. Anyway, that was that traumatic event. Then I had to stay overnight, and that was the first night. The next day, it's all a bit of a blur because there was a lot of morphine.
Yeah, well, so they admitted him into. So we went to emergency, and the reason we went to private is just because it's quick. He was in lots of pain. We were like, let's just sort this quickly. We didn't think it was going to be a big deal, but we wish we went to public because, like, you'd think private's better than public. No, it's not. Public has much better doctors and much better equipment. And it just takes longer.
Just to break down the difference between, would public be more urgency to sort the situation?
Yeah, it depends what you
faster?
go in there with. Like, if you're going with a heart attack, obviously they'll see you straight away.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
for
so
Michael,
yeah.
he would have been waiting for hours.
They prioritize.
Is there any thought that they were like, he did this to himself?
100%.
What an idiot. And was there any of that feeling?
Yes, the doctors mentioned it.
And I'm not saying that's what was happening, but I'm just saying I wonder if there's just a little bit of like, this guy for wasting our time.
And fair enough.
Yeah,
in a way.
look, it
even
is
our favorite
dumb.
doctor at one point was like, "You're a very silly boy. Don't do that again."
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
very stern.
But then it sort of, as I'm admitted in there, they're going through, every day got sort of worse because I needed to. But then there was, the doctor came in finally at the end of the second day and was like, look, there's no surgery we can do here. You basically, the only surgery we can do is to cut off part of your bladder and you'll have a bag for the rest of your life. Freaked the out of me.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, I guess I'll try and shit it out, but not getting anywhere. The only way I could get anywhere is I just chip away one by one by putting my finger up my bum.
And they were pumping him full of like laxatives, like orally and anally, just from both ends, just pumping him. So but nothing was coming out. So all his going in, nothing's coming out, and he's just swelling up more and more and more. And it started to get a bit scary because they're just like it's never happened before. No one's been full of it. Exactly. He's backing up at the top, backing up at the bottom.
So you couldn't eat at all?
I didn't eat for like a few days because I was
Lucky
like,
you're good at that because I'd be hungry, boy.
And yeah, seeing Michael like that, because like he'd sort of be normal for a minute.
Yeah.
And then just this wave of like horrific pain where he couldn't even not verbalize. Like he'd be like, like that, like just that bad, just like this.
Yeah, it's like
fuck,
every
it was rough to
minute
see.
the wave to would come, but I couldn't push.
Yeah,
so
because his colon is like trying to work the out, but it's so full so that when it contracted, it would just be horrifically painful.
I remember the doctor saying it was like your bowel like attempts to push out every 20 minutes. It like digests.
Yeah,
it,
well,
like,
this is like
pushes it
every
down.
minute at one point. And then basically after a couple of days, I think it came to like the Friday, so I'm probably in there for 3 nights at this point.
And and even before that, they shoved a tube up his to pump full of laxatives, and they're like, this should work, this should work.
So there was hope. I was like, yes, and I got double.
There's a roller coaster. It was like this will work, doesn't work, this will work, doesn't work. It's like a roller coaster. But this really good Dr. Walsh came in and he was like, this should be all out tonight, and it's such a relief. But then that night was so because like Michael's she's like liquid. It's all just the liquids just coming around from the beans. He's lying in bed, shit everywhere, all over the floor, all over his bed. He's rolling around, screaming with tubes up his, and it was just so begging for morphine. It was just so. And Amber's 7 months pregnant, stressing the out, and he's been in there for like 4 days now. But then, Dr. Walsh.
Well, there was a weird moment before that night when Amber's like holding my hand, saying, "Push, baby, push,
just push, breathe."
So it was like literally what's going to be like me and her in a couple.
It's like he was giving birth, and Amber's like holding his hand through it.
Yeah, that was strange. But then finally on Friday, Dr. Walsh came in the morning and he's like, "All right, look, I should be with my family right now.
This was Anzac Day.
Yeah, it's a public holiday, but I'm going to do this." I didn't even know that it's like you're going into theater. I was like, "Oh my god!" And then they come. I'm like, "I'm going to theater," and then the whatever the he does.
And anesthesiologist comes in and goes, "Oh, you haven't had any water, have you?" And Michael's delirious, like, "I don't know." And he's like, "Oh, well, I hope you haven't, because if you have, while you're under, you could all the water could go back and into your lungs and drown, and you could drown." Like, it just anyway, like just such bad. They're terrible at delivering information.
And doctors. Then, man, I remember like saying goodbye to everyone. I'm like, "Fuck, please don't be this the way I die." Went into surgery. I don't remember anything because obviously they drug you up. But apparently when I came back out, they'd gotten like 70% of them. And they're like, "All right, you're going to have to out the rest."
Because they couldn't reach them all. So
how
they
did
just
they
got the
get
mass
them?
out. I don't know.
They go in with a tube, and then he said he had to get one at a time. It took 2 hours to get 70% out.
But they had to inject all around his to relax all of the nerves and the muscle because he was so like intense.
And because the first doctor tore his heaps by fingering him, so the would just spasm whenever it was like touched and tense, so he couldn't. So they had to like inject him to relax and so it opened right up, and then they could just go in and start plucking them out. But they couldn't get them all. It's impossible. That's why it's dangerous. So we were like out of the woods ish, but he was still had more coffee beans all just up through his colon, and he still hasn't had a proper shit at this stage. It's like 4 days now.
Then came Saturday, and then that's your fight day. I tried watching that, and then by the end of the fights, I was in agony. Like I was trying to shit him out.
This is after the 70%.
Yeah, and that was like, whoa.
That was still pumping him full of laxatives, still just from the bottom, from the top.
And then I think I squeezed out like 3 beans in like an hour sesh of just sitting in my bed like this, just slowly going with the flows and the contractions of trying to push him out. Agonizing. Amber saw some dark shit that day. I got real down. And she literally saw a whole week of, she's seen every angle. Poor girl. Thank you so much.
I had a good look too, just and all the nurses were like, are you sure you want to see them? Like, yeah, of course.
I've seen there before.
And then morphine. And basically I started telling the doctor that I was doing my finger technique, because that's the only thing that could get him out. I had to put my finger up there and I'd push one to the edge and then hook it out.
Did you put a little bit of lube or something on there, or are you just going up dry?
Glove.
No, I'd wait because I'd get him to the edge, and then it's like takes about 20 minutes to get him to the edge of your rectum, and then I'd pinch like 7 or 10 out, and then I'd be in agony and let it suck back up so I could have a break. And that's how my days were. Like literally I'd work the courage up to go to the toilet, get him to the edge, pick a few out by fingering them, let it suck back up, and then I'd basically just sort of rest on morphine for a while. And the morphine, I needed more. Like you start getting used to the doses. So
but they also couldn't give him much because morphine blocks you up. So they wanted to keep him. So it was just like he's lying in bed, just constantly leaking out of his because they're just full of laxatives.
Man, the nurses were great. Thank you so much to those nurses, because every like hour or two they come in and have to change me like a baby, and I just lie there.
Did you enjoy that?
Oh. Yeah, it's very like it's demoralizing. Like it's rough. You're just like, I was just like, I'm so sorry you have to deal with this. Anyway, they were amazing. But then finally, I think it was Monday morning. So like almost a week exactly until 6 days. And then you were there.
Yeah, I started filming, and we caught the moment Michael did the first time in a week.
It just they started feeding me food, I think, on Saturday, Sunday, and they're like, look, hopefully the food will push them out. And then
Did a lot come out with the food?
oh man, it was a big but I feel like there's probably still some in me.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna not think about that.
No, they'll come out eventually. As long as there's no in there, it's fine.
And then now I've just been back to 100%. I feel fine.
So if that did his and then he got discharged from hospital later that day, and then he was sore all that week, but now it's just back to normal.
How'd your coffee taste this morning, Matt?
I haven't had one.
Oh,
I have a question. You said you ate decaf coffee beans.
Yeah.
If you had eaten full coffee beans, would that have dissolved and
it just would have been a bit of a caffeine hit. But we just, who knows?
For 6 days.
Yeah. I'm just thinking that many coffee beans in you and then they dissolve. Like
They wouldn't have dissolved. It would have just been the
they're
same thing.
roasted.
But some on the out, you would have gotten a bit of a caffeine hit, but not unless you crushed it up.
But yeah, the start of the letter is basically thank you for referring Michael with a very unusual presentation. And then it goes into all the procedures they did, which we've gone through now. But shout out to Dr. Walsh. You're literally going to
fucking
have
legend.
we're going to frame a photo and put you up in the studio. You're like a god to me.
Yeah.
And the nurses at St. Vincent's were amazing.
Yeah, and it's changed.
Yeah, I remember Madison. She was really good.
Yeah, she was good.
Yeah.
And it's changed kind of how our kind of risk analysis for videos as well. We will not do any more digestive videos ever again.
But why did we have to? Well, I just wanted to prank you guys, but we've solved world hunger. We've given you options. We've also tested out like if semen's better with pineapple juice. Like we've done everything. That's enough.
Yeah, but and there will be a very detailed website video out either, like I said, either now or next week, and where we kind of show some stuff. But it was kind of
It's not our normal one. It's a bit depressing.
yeah, it's quite dark.
It goes
especially
light to dark, and then look, you'll see at the end. It gets a bit. We do complete the experiment.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's not. We just realized like if there's a chance we can die from a video, it's just not worth it. So we're just gonna.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
Yeah, but with it, you forget because you just get so used to things just working that you just kind of forget how if things go wrong, and we roll the dice so many times over and over and over. Of course, something's gonna go wrong eventually.
Yeah,
So-
it's the videos you don't think that are going to go wrong.
Yeah.
Who would have thought coffee beans? Imagine if that was the thing that killed me.
Yeah, man. Or if you had a bag there now, man.
I came to the conclusion when I remember midweek of the agony week that I was like, I'm okay with having a shit bag. I just want to live. That's what I started thinking in my mind.
Man, that's hectic.
you wanted to see Bowie.
Oh man, yeah. I was like, poor Amber. She is honestly
Amber
shout
was
out
there
to-
night
she-
and day. I'd
she saved the day.
barely sleeping. Rocks
Dang,
up
man.
at 8 a.m. Left at like midnight, well past like the visiting hours. It was fucking
Yeah.
full
So
on.
thank you, babe. I'm sorry. But yeah, you saved the day there. That one won't happen again.
Yeah, that was a very full on, terrifying week. But we're glad it's over, and we've learned a thing or two, and now we can laugh about it.
And you'll see if it is better to have coffee that's gone through the human system or regular coffee.
Yeah, we
with-
do complete the experiment. So if you want to see that, on the website. But yeah, there
and
you go.
how did you complete the experiment?
Well, we realized, and this is why I was like, man, we had enough coffee beans
No,
already.
but you
I
wanted
just
to make coffee for all of us, though. That's
yeah,
why.
no, but no. The reason why I did science experiment was I was like, I've done it once. Wouldn't it be funny to see tenfold beans come out of what came out originally? So that's why I was like, all right, let's do it again. And then fresher ones because they'd been there for like a week or two, and I was like, all right, let's just get some new ones. If we had just not done that and got the old ones, we would have been set.
I just remember the smell. Of
Oh
that
yeah,
coffee.
dude.
Don't give it away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, interesting findings. But here we are. We're all alive and all well. And sorry, a lot of people were really asking a lot of questions during that week, and be like, asking for updates, but it was just too full on, and we didn't know what was going to happen. So I didn't want to say this is happening, and then the next day, oh, now this is happening. Just didn't know. So I was just like,
Yeah, it was a roller coaster, eh? But yeah, wow. Worst. I can honestly say that was the worst week of my life. You know what I feel now, though? I'm happy it happened because now I'm like driving, going to the supermarket. Anything is like, oh, this is so cool.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like so.
Even going to the movies with Brown.
Yeah, that was amazing. Like everything in life now, I feel so grateful
that'll
for.
wear off.
Yeah, I know. I must say.
I remember that I felt like that after the heart, because I was like, same thing. I was like, look, I don't care if I have like some weird something wrong with me. I just want to live.
Yeah,
And then you get over it, and then that
we'll
wears
see.
away.
We'll see how long it lasts.
That appreciation for life wears away.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
a good reminder to be grateful because we've got the best lives in the world except for Matt.
Did you feel like that after kidney stones?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like all my life.
It was just an inconvenience
Just
to the
a
Brown.
very painful inconvenience.
Yeah, wow. Well,
But
look,
they say is as painful as giving birth. They reckon.
Nah, come on, man.
No, it's written there. You look it up. Just like you look up if that song's on my Spotify list.
Matt has like the same songs that he listens to for the last 10 years. Like I reckon 100 songs that's it. And they all are from movies.
God. Oh.
I downloaded a song from Sinners. Actually, it was pretty cool.
oh, every time, yeah, it's always from movies.
But yeah, that movie overall was. But
Speaking of, me
Yeah.
and Matt went on a date last night. I got roped in. It was my suggestion. I love horrors, and I thought it would be amazing. Let's go see Sinners. So I threw it out, but only Matt turned up. So it was me and Matt at the movies together.
Oh, yeah. He would
We
have
watched
loved
it.
that.
He gave,
I tried to f with him while walking past like these big like displays for like the new Mission Impossible film. I was like, new Mission Impossible film. Should we get a photo in front of it? And like, I was
Yeah,
trying
he-
to.
Oh.
I was trying to. F with
it
him,
was
but
quite gross.
He didn't
but
have a bar of it though.
he gave it a 5. I gave it a 6. So look, it was average.
Shit.
And
Yeah.
the highlight of the film for me was when he didn't even receive it. I got my out and it was like, I need
Yeah.
to piss. I didn't. It's in a bottle, and then I seal it out, and I was like, "This is my piss." He just looked at me and then goes straight back to the movie. No reaction.
He should have poured it on him. That would have got a reaction turned down.
I'm used to that though. Like I've been
Yeah,
I've
it's
been
hard to
driving
shock
with him before, and he's done it.
Imagine
So.
he just opened it and squeezed it out. Fuck,
It
It was very
Thanks.
disrespectful. I knew Michael. I knew the moment we hated the film because you leant over and you started saying different things to me.
Yeah, I got bored.
Yeah, what did you say?
I
Oh
don't
no,
know.
that's right. It was like 30 minutes in and nothing's happened yet, and he just leans over and goes, "Should we go get a beer?"
Yeah, and then I was like, "It's literally Dusk Till Dawn." If you ever seen that film, it's a
Yeah, it
recreation
follows
of
that.
Yeah.
It follows that well. Yeah, but yeah, overall, just terribly written.
That's your review, Michael. The best part is when I in a cup.
No, it was a bottle.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah, that was the best part for me.
Did you get mixed up? Which one was the water and which one was?
Nah,
'Cause I
I didn't
saw
have a
you-
lid, so I'd take my lid
Oh,
off my other
okay.
drink and put on that. I lost the lid for the bottle.
Yep.
Also, so we had a week off filming, so we couldn't film the Uncut podcast. But as you're listening to this, it should be out this Thursday. So the
I'm saying the 15th.
15th, the 15th, the Uncut podcast, and then the first week the 16th, we release on a Friday, 16th of May, and then next month, so in like 2 or 3 weeks, it'll also be on a Friday. So it's a bit late this month, but it's coming.
Yeah, there'll be one every month. So.
Back to filming as usual now, as
Yeah.
well as we had a bit of time off there from filming, which
yeah, look, yeah,
The
choice.
coming together.
Yeah, the studio, it's starting to take shape. It's looking, oh man,
probably
I
a
can't-
month, and we might be in there.
Yeah, I
Or
reckon
6 weeks.
You'll
or
be
something.
close.
it'll be around the time I have my boy. So I guess we can kit it all out, and then after maternity leave, then we can get straight into it in the new studio. gonna be
It's some
horn.
exciting day.
Yeah.
Indeed.
What I was going to say is, did you have any father situations for me since I'm having a boy in like 6 weeks?
Yes. Perhaps we should.
Why are you looking at me?
I don't know. I just felt like it. You look cute today.
I'm on top of my game today.
Oh.
I wish I had this for the live show. It's comfy. It looks good. I feel good. I don't know. There's just something about this one.
A part of you that is like cross-dressery.
Or
No, I wouldn't call
your
it that.
cosplay?
I'd
You're a cosplayer.
Actually,
Yeah,
no,
I can see you dressing up as superheroes and shit.
yeah,
Going to the movies.
you go to those conventions as a Marvel character.
Comic-Con.
I did look
Yeah.
into it once, and I just couldn't do it because there was a guy who used to come to our video shop. You remember him? He used to dress up as the Creed guy. Do you remember that guy?
That's rough. That's
Anyway, he used to dress up as
block that
and he
out.
would walk. He would go to these conventions, but then he'd come back on the bus, and he'd get off of the bus, and he'd come to the video shop dressed in his Creed outfit.
Love that.
Nah, I couldn't. That's what put me off.
Yeah,
I
you
it was
can't
too
be
much.
doing that, eh? Like, it's not on.
There was a guy who hated Matt. Was trying to fight him,
Oh,
like
yeah.
screaming him through the window and shit.
So-
Just Matt.
Why?
Just
Yeah.
hated Matt.
the
man.
video
So you're
store.
working at the video store
Oh,
and there's
yeah.
this
So-
drunk dude?
So he was a young guy, but like he
Why?
An esche, like from
yeah,
Van.
he's full esche. So remember video shops used to have
I never knew that.
Didn't have
Yeah.
a problem with anyone else, just Matt.
What did you do
I've
to
marked
him?
it. I've marked it to this day. If I always used to say if I see him like once I've quit the video shop, I'm gonna bash him. And I've really narrowed that in my brain that
What's
I'm
his
gonna do it.
name?
I don't know his name.
Damn.
But I
you
saw
called
him.
out.
I saw him one time, and I was with my mum of all things driving, and I was like,
Full over,
like
mum.
I was on edge. I want to really this cunt up. Anyway, so yeah, we used to have video games on the shelf, right, and they used to have locks on them. And you have your game in it, right? And people would come in, they break the locks, they steal them. So to avoid that, they took all the games out and they put them in cases behind the desk, and you'd have the locks. Anyway, he came in there and he was just snapping locks, getting nothing. Snap a lock, get nothing. And so I told him to get out, and he took real offense to that for some reason. And he just yeah, he's just like, oh, I didn't do nothing.
Oh,
And I was like, dude, I just saw you break a
was he
case.
younger than you?
Dude, he was very young, but
Like a kid.
I was there for like,
You're
20
getting
years,
bullied
10
by
years.
20
as an
20 to
adult. You got
25
bullied
years.
by a kid.
oh no f- way he did, man. So one night he was just outside. It was like 10 o'clock. And he's clearly like drunk or on something, and he's just staring at the window like he's tiny, and he's just flexing his little muscles. He's like, "Stop looking at me!" Just and he would walk up and past the window. I was like, and I would laugh at him.
Yeah.
And he just and that was it, vendetta forever. And he'd walk past going to the bus all the time,
If you
and he'd be like,
if you got paid the same as you did at Wholesome, and there's a video store open right now, you would go back to
Oh,
that
yeah.
job. You
Oh,
loved that job.
love the video
Matt
shop.
loved working.
Dude,
at
the
the
video
store.
shop is a place of
He
freedom.
loved it because he's surrounded by his biggest movies
and my people.
just movies everywhere, and people who love movies.
Yeah.
People ask, "Oh, what's a good movie to watch?" And boy, that's his favorite question. He'd talk for hours about the directing and the acting and the lighting and the storyline. Oh, he loved that. And then
You do that for
hot chicks would come in with late fees. And, oh, hey, don't
I'll
worry
wipe
about
that
it.
off.
Don't worry about
I'll
that.
wipe that off.
I've got the power to do that.
Yeah, dude, you would take a lower rate at what you're getting now to work there. You'd halve your rate.
whoa.
Okay, maybe not.
Whoa.
Okay, I have a question though.
Yes.
For 5K cash
Here we
right
go.
now,
Oh.
would you hook up with that Eshe kid? Not as a kid, but like he's older now, so probably like mid-20s. Would you hook up with him for 5 minutes with tongue, pash, like full hook up, like I'm talking face grabs, pull back ins for 5K cash right now?
No, I want to beat the out of him.
Nah.
10K cash.
No.
You wouldn't hook up for
I have
5 minutes.
I know. Yeah.
Hey.
Like yeah, no.
Oh,
How
there was a
much?
pause.
No, I was just thinking about how much I hate him. That was my point.
What about 20K? 20K right now, 5 minutes of just hooking up with tongue.
Yeah, okay,
passionately.
20K you get me,
Yeah,
brother.
yeah, there you
Give me
go.
20K,
That's good.
brother.
I'm glad I know that now. I will find him.
All right, I've got one.
Okay.
It's when the kid gets a bit older, right?
Why are we all talking
Okay.
about this kid?
Because yeah, we
Stop.
went on a
No,
we
this
went
is
on a
my kid
tangent.
now.
You always got to go to a weird sexual thing.
Hey, it's my thing.
yeah,
Yeah, sorry.
All right, so the kid's grown up, sort of like very early teens, like maybe
he could be
13.
dead right
Gone
now.
through. No, not this kid. We've
Sorry,
changed topics,
sorry.
Brown.
I thought we were talking about
This
this.
is my kid.
Blockbuster is no longer around. We got to move on. So
Actually, there is one left. It's now an Airbnb, and you can go sleep in it for the night, and it's full of movies. Anyway, it's in America. Hit me up. DM me. Slide in the DMs. I'll show
Should we
you
have a
this.
bong break off now?
No, we'll get this done,
Alright,
then
back
we'll
on
bong
track.
break it. Or you
So-
want a bong break?
13-year-old boy, okay?
Yep.
He's like not doing his homework, something annoying, he's just not doing something right. Amber confronts him about it. They have a bit of an argument about it, like it's relatively respectful at the start, but then he just turns to her and he goes, "You bitch," says that to Amber. How do you respond to that?
I would stand up and I would get my open palm and I would hit him in the back of the head at 70%.
Back of the head.
Like back of the head,
Back of
like
the head?
like side back of the head.
When you go back or
Smack
leg?
so he doesn't expect it, gets the rudest shock of his life. And I'd say, go to your room. We're going to talk
What about
later.
over the face?
No,
Just-
side of the head, 70% slap on the head. And I'd say, go to your room. We're talking later.
I reckon you're correct in everything, but I'd bump it to 80 and I'd go either the back or the leg.
Yeah, I wouldn't go the head.
I wouldn't go the back of the head just in case you damage him. What if he's weak?
Okay, look, okay. Well, yeah, I would hurt him.
Yeah,
I would hurt him.
I'd straight into the legs or back.
I would
just
hurt
so
him.
you can punish
There would
him.
be a cause of a rude shock of, oh my God. That
Would you
hurt.
grab him and then take him to his room and put him stomach down on his bed and get on his back and grind on him like that?
Yeah, this is uncut territory.
Grind him into the bed.
This is uncut.
Your on his like
Yeah.
Yeah, dry sex.
Can we keep that in or are we going to
It's
get
just
fucking
power.
taken
It's
for
just
that?
power.
Yeah, no, I would hurt him physically,
What
give him a
word-
shock, and I'd say, go to your room. I'm talking to you later. And then I go, think about what you've done. And then I'd wait half an hour.
What would be the
I'd go
words
in there.
afterwards?
I would
later?
I'd be like, okay. Yeah, I'd make him apologize to his mum, and I'd say, you never talk to a woman like that, let alone your mother again. That's what I'd do.
Yeah, that's fair. I can't remember. Do you remember, Mike? I swear there was someone who told us a story about this where he said something like that to his mum. The dad said, go outside. And the dad came outside and hit him as hard as he could in the face, knocked him over. And then he stood his son up and said, I'm sorry that I did that to you, but you need to know that that is not okay. And you will never, ever, ever say that to your mother
I've
again.
heard that story before
Full
too.
decked him.
Who was that?
I can't remember.
I
Someone
have
was
heard
telling us that
stories about that.
story.
And there was a trend on I saw on TikTok for a while that they'd start filming and they'd get like the son to insult the mother
Yeah.
while
To see
the
what the
dad
dad
was in the
would do.
room, and then the
Yeah.
dad would always fire straight.
Yeah, you would. Especially if your kid hadn't done that before. That would be such a shocking thing to hear. Have you guys called your mum a bitch before?
Never ever.
I did.
Oh, I
I
can't
did
remember.
once. Yeah, and I still feel so guilty about it. I was so mad about something.
I have a
I can't
memory
remember
of
what.
I'm too
saying,
scared of
I think,
everyone's wrath.
swearing in front of my mum
Lucky
before
Gaz wasn't home.
tennis lesson, and then she ended up chasing me around the kitchen table, and then I went to my cubby where we had a cubby out in the
Yeah.
bush.
And unlimited soft drinks out there.
No, it was just.
Did you
I
hide
sat
lollies
there.
out there?
Yeah, I missed my tennis lesson. Had to apologize later. That's a memory, but she didn't catch me.
Yeah.
I was definitely rude to my mum, but no, I never called her a bitch.
What'd you do again?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I did, something. A mum annoyed me somehow. Yeah, wow. That's
What was the
so
punishment?
gross.
Well, how old were you?
I would have been like 11 or something, I reckon.
Big
Yeah.
punishment?
I think so. Yeah, I think when Dad got home, there was some punishments. I think I got hit by the wooden spoon.
Oh wow.
Oh,
That
yeah.
sucked.
Yeah, they do hurt
they
more than you
hurt.
think. eh?
Yeah, that sucked. And I deserved that. He should have hit me harder.
Did mum threaten you a lot with wooden spoon? Like the psychological, like move the jaw around
Nah,
looking for it? That's
never.
what mum would do. And then one day she definitely got me with it.
Mum
That
was a big
painful.
ignorer, and it worked because like me and my sister used to argue heaps in the supermarket and like make a scene, like just be little. And she got some advice from another parent. It was just like, just walk away, just disown them. Don't just pretend it's not happening. And Mum would just started walking away, and me and my sister quickly worked it out that we're just not going to get anything from that.
Oh,
But that's when we were really little.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, just literally
There's some
ignored,
tips.
just walked away.
Did
and
you
if you're gonna
ever-
act like an idiot? Act
Did
like
you
an
ever
idiot.
like hit your sister?
Oh, hell no. My sister would mess me up. I messed with her once, and she literally like pinned me to the wall by my neck with one hand, just bang, just like held me there, and I was just like,
And that was when you guys were 18.
dude, I wasn't young. I just sort of knew not to mess with Bloss. Bloss wasn't a normal sister.
I
She's
feel like Bloss would.
state champ in
Yeah.
running, really good at every sport. Just like she would mess me up if
wow.
she had to.
Well, there you go.
Slammed my fingers indoors a bunch of times.
Oh.
Broke my fingers.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Well, I was trying to get into a room.
What for?
What for?
What to
Probably
do?
just to annoy her. Just to annoy her.
Well, there you go. There's family time with Michael. Bong break.
Let's suck bongs. We'll be right back with some. And we're back. And before we get into Michael's special needs, we want to let you guys know about a very special business in New South Wales. Okay, they're called Rapture Pest Control, and they were one of the sponsors of Matt Brown's fights. So if you live near Coolaman in New South Wales, and you have an infestation of cockroaches, maggots, bees, birds, any kind of
Browns.
animal, give Rapture a call and they will come around with guns. These use guns, right? Even for small rodents, holes in walls, but your pests will be gone. So check them out. The link is in the description. They will viciously murder any animal anywhere near your house. They got poison, huge plumes of poisonous smoke lingering around where you live. That's what you want. Hit them up.
And they take the poison away after, and they also repair the holes after shooting.
And they
Maybe
take the bodies.
that's not confirmed. They might not do that.
No,
but man, I've got some cows out back.
Guaranteed deaths.
Yeah, big shotgun, point blank range, straight into its snout. It just goes in to sniff the barrel. Bang! Snaps top of its head off. Rapture Pest Control.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Peels
also-
it back.
Okay. Also, another sponsor on this podcast is ourselves. If you
No,
guys want to support us, we have a 21-day free trial to our website, welcome.universityofmarkle.com. There's over I'd say close to
370.
400.
Yeah, look, it's getting up there, and we've been killing it this year. Website members, you can attest, we've really put in a lot of effort into quality control this year on the website, whereas previously, because we have to pump one out every single week, like it gets hard to do this, but we've thought, no, f- it, we're really just going to make sure that we're really happy with these videos, and we've really stepped it up this year. I'd say.
378 videos, not including if you're a premium member. If you're a premium member, bloody add 100 to that.
Yeah.
Easy.
And also, I don't know if it's come out yet, but we're going to put on the premium member section a video that was the Christmas party uncut.
Christmas party, the vlog,
That-
the Christmas party vlog.
Yeah,
That was a
like-
wild night.
Yeah, that one got out of hand. And look, if you like Jersey Shore or Geordie Shore, you're going to love this.
Yeah, it's not quite like regular website video, so that's gonna be a premium member upload.
Yeah,
Matt
that's-
was so smashed that night.
Weren't you, Brown?
I wasn't there.
Oh.
Hence why it was so good.
Matt
Sorry.
ate pad thai instead.
Sorry, I don't.
But
need
yeah,
I was in Thailand.
if you want to support us, sign up to the website. It literally funds everything because knows we don't make any money from this bloody thing.
that.
Anyway,
Alright.
let's do some special.
Hit it, Brown. Oh, I haven't heard this jingle in a while.
Oh,
Oh, itchy.
Off.
He was number 9 at Worms.
Yeah.
His body's full of germs. He was school captain. My God, is he happening? He can only see while his friends are not pleased with his special needs. This is Michael's special needs. This is Michael's special needs. Man, it's so good to be alive. First time heard that.
Remember,
Alright.
Matt, we went on filming on Friday. You guys had to do the human bidet.
Oh.
We filmed a website video on Friday, and James and Matt, it's footy brown edition, and man, it was.
Oh man, I reckon one of the worst situations was the public situation with the people when it got quite sexual. And,
Oh yeah.
oh
it was a
man,
rough
there was
day.
big crowd of people watching that. That was rough. All right,
I enjoyed it.
so this one is something that you have done before,
Oh.
but I don't think that the podcast listeners have seen or heard this.
Oh.
Okay, we've done it on Snapchat. It's probably my favoriteest thing in the world. I will demonstrate it, and we'll do it in the center here. You got to stand up. We've got our little bag because you need a bag for some reason. Watch and learn. This is what you'll be doing.
So cringe, man. Hinder him.
Okay. Am I in frame?
Is it bad if we have bongs in the video?
The vases. They're
Yeah,
not
they're
bongs.
It's like you're a
vase.
kid.
It's for flour.
Do we have to do it on our knees?
Yeah, just for the angles.
That knee's gonna be sore. You already
God, hurt.
You have to focus on this camera as you do it. Remember, you have to use the bag and you have to say the lines correctly, Matt. if you can
Yeah,
remember
just
them,
get
which
on
you
with
probably
it.
know. Okay, here we go. It all started when my mom met my dad. Hi, I'm Michael. My life is kind of crazy.
I can't wait to watch Matt walk off on his knees.
Matt wants to get his out of the way.
Is it front and then flip?
No more tips either.
Why not? He wants us to do it right.
I
No,
wanna see if
it's a
you can remember.
competition.
It all started when my mom met my dad. Hi, I'm Matt. And my life, it's kind of crazy. Not bad.
Not
man.
bad.
Actually quite bad.
We'll save you for last. We'll save Marty for last.
Oh, there's not
Marty
much to
won
fucking,
last time.
not much to save.
Get in the zone. Get in the zone. Acting school. Many, many years of acting school. It all started when my mom met my dad. Hi, I'm James. And my life, it's kind of crazy.
Very good. That one's winning for me so far. Bravo.
I put bag on too late. I put bag on too late.
It all started when my mom met my dad. Hi, I'm Marty. My life, it's kind of crazy.
Very good.
Very
Bravo.
science.
That was beautiful. I really enjoyed that. Thank you. All right. Look, I'm going to say the winner was probably this time James.
Oh, I'd stolen the title.
And then Marty, and then Brown. I'm sorry. There's just something there.
I
that
couldn't
wasn't
care.
His
working.
infliction was the wrong word.
It's a thing to do.
In my life, it's kind of when it's my life, it's kind of crazy.
It's the same thing.
Nah, there's an art. There's an art to it.
Yeah, I don't care. It's so stupid.
Man, send that in. If you guys could, I'd love just send it to Marty and Michael Instagram. Just send me your edition
Audition.
of that. Yeah, because I love it. Man, I've gotten all at Easter, I got all of my family members to do it, like all of Amber's family.
Really?
Yeah, I was like,
Did
all
you
right.
actually?
Yeah, I've got it on my phone. It was very good. I filmed them all and I just watched them.
Was Amber's good?
Yeah, she's good at it. We do it to each other a lot. Like she hated it because I kept doing it. And I was like, try it, babe. And then she tried it and now she says,
She
I
gets
can't
it.
stop doing it. I do it in front of the mirror to myself.
Where does it originally come from?
I don't know.
Michael made it up.
No, it was from a
Because
video
there
I
used to
saw.
be a YouTube channel where the guy was like, I swear that's where it's from.
Lockie Gottfried showed me it, and I used to make Lockie do it all the time because he's so cute when he does it. And then I copied it, and then I mastered it, and then I just get other people to do it, and it's a beautiful thing.
Kev's still the champion of it to me. Yeah.
100%.
So that's another
When
thing.
me
If you
mum-
guys want to
me
see,
dad.
if you guys want to see content like that, I'm trying to do like daily stories where I get the boys to do acting / silly stuff / studio updates on our Snapchat, Marty and Michael. Our stories I try and post daily. And
Yeah,
that's
so
the
give
shit
us
I
a
like to
follow
do.
Was
if you
that
want to see
video
that shit.
on? Was that video on Snapchat the one where you farted at Matt and then he just like kicked you in the from
Yeah,
behind? as
that
hard
was
as he
on
could?
everything.
That was, I think,
Oh,
yeah,
that
that
was
and
good to
as well
watch.
as I
Nut
think that was
shots.
Instagram.
Oh,
Yeah, and it went on nut shots.
No one on nut shots.
Large,
that
heavy
hurt.
shin straight in your nuts.
Well, he didn't. I was expecting him to run away because that's what he'll do. He farts, runs away, and so I.
So you want the toe of it to go up his arm?
yeah, exactly. So I kicked, and then but he didn't move, so I just went straight up.
Yeah, that hurt. Not as bad as coffee beans, though.
Shin bone to the groin.
All right, what do we
Coffee
got
beans.
fucking next?
All right, look, I
So
think
we-
it's time for a bamboozled.
Well.
baby.
No,
My time
man.
to shine.
Oh no!
Hit it, Brown.
Is this one hurt, James? Oh no!
What do you mean it could?
You could choke.
No. No, not me. No, not again. Please. Oh, I'm so confused. I can't see. You've been bamboozled, bitch! Yeah, check it. I say you've been bamboozled, bitch! Not me, not me, not me. All right.
Can we make sure you explain this segment really nice and perfectly for people listening and people watching?
Absolutely. Bamboozled, everyone, is a segment where we have three things. They look the same. For example, this, but one of them is okay, and one of the boys will get it, and then the other two try and pick who is the person who got bamboozled.
What have you got today?
Today, I have 3 pepper shakers.
Oh no!
2 of them have ground up fruit tingles in it.
Oh.
So if you pour the whole thing in your mouth, it's just going to be like a little sugar party in your mouth. The other person I saw this on Instagram the other day where these guys paid this cute little homeless man like $100 to eat a whole thing of white pepper. Dude, it was good. And I'm really hoping we can somewhat remake that today. Because holy I was crying watching that man. He opened his mouth and it was just like black. Oh.
So what is it? Pepper.
Yeah. So we're just going to do a shot each. You know?
Okay. So, numbering. Who would like to choose?
Well, I
first?
lost. I lost last time. So I get to pick first.
You've been bamboozled.
I don't know which is which either. So
So maybe you just get to pick. You just get to pick one first, Marty. Which one would you like?
1, 2, 3.
Let's go 3.
I wonder if I should get the tub. The caps are really hard.
Don't
Really
show.
hard to get off. So I'm just trying to think of
Explode.
prick. Prick.
So you must put your hand over it.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, so these for those
Why don't we just go
listening.
like that?
I don't trust.
But once we've chosen it, that's it, right?
trust.
He doesn't trust us, Matthew.
And for good reason.
Oh no.
Okay. There's Martin's little
California.
How would you like us to
Oh,
do this?
What's that? 1, 2,
Yeah.
3.
Okay, I choose 2.
Michael may have 2. Get off.
I'm scared.
I'm
Get off
scared
the
of
top, you
Karen.
prick.
I didn't see.
You didn't see?
Did it spill?
Don't look. Yeah, it did a bit.
They're staring straight at you.
I didn't see anything, though. I was trying.
I'm trying to see, but I can't. If I could melt your heart.
Okay, your shot. And
He's
leaves
waving at
the
you.
brown.
So when you do it,
With
you don't
number
look, you
one.
peel off, and then you tip, and then they're fine.
Get off.
Why? How do you know the rules all of a sudden?
I don't know. It just makes sense.
Like you're part of it. Like you created this.
No, I wish.
Hell, man.
My head hurts.
Fucking hope
glasses.
Matt gets this, hey?
Oh.
I now know how this.
Oh, he now knows.
I have deduced.
The juice.
Oh, do you know who has who?
I do now.
Jeez, heavy.
All right. Now, be careful not to inhale too much because I coughed before doing that. And I had fruit tingles. So even fruit tingles is a health risk here.
Back to hospital! Back to hospital!
So, but I figure you got your nose to breathe in anyway. So if you cough a bit, you cough a bit. All right. Don't look.
Block or something.
You can't
so
look. You
scared.
peel and you tip in, and that's
shut
that.
up.
Is it all of it? What's in here that we pour in, or is it?
It's the whole thing, and they're the same level of fruit tingle as pepper. I reckon just put like a good, like if it's not all of it, I'm not gonna
Yeah, just
be
a
too
big,
mad.
big
But
mouthful.
a
Get it in there so it's in there.
big mouthful.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
It is time to party. Get in there. Get in there. Put it in. Oh yeah. Now look at each other. Matt didn't put as much in as I'd hoped. You can't sip it. You got to go mouth over it like you do with a on the weekend.
It's too big. The bits were too big.
Some Yo. Point it who you think got it. 3, 2, 1. Definitely Marty. How bad is it? Oh, dude, that must be so rough.
Help me! I can't. It's dry. It's so dry.
Oh my god! Even the fruit tingles is rough.
Oh. Oh.
Whoa.
Oh. Oh.
Man, that is so
Try and
rough.
spit it back in the bottle.
Oh. Oh. It's paste.
You're going to have to like rinse your mouth. Whoa.
Put it in.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's not what you meant to do.
Man, too much pepper is so bad for you.
That's very good.
You don't know. Oh my God.
Next one. Let's do this as well.
Oh, what's this?
Hang on, hold up. I want you to explain that one as well.
Oh man,
Let's let
Marty's
Marty
in a
recover.
bad place right now. He's currently trying to deal with his issues.
Dude,
I
the
think-
fruit tingles were like rough to begin with.
Was it yum?
I thought
And
it
then
was
it was
pepper, but
yum.
I was like, no, this is sweet. This is good.
Yeah, it took a second
Yeah,
for it to
I
kick
was like, I
in.
didn't want to swallow too many because I don't want sugar.
I spat mine out. It was just too much.
Marty's struggling. What hurts?
Yeah, dude, you're gonna have a
Dude, that
rough.
looks
It's gonna
horrible.
hurt in your stomach for a while now.
Whoa, he had a lot.
Dude, I can't believe you swallowed it.
So you've been bamboozled twice now, Marty.
Twice.
There you go. It used to be Matt a lot. Now it's becoming you.
I thought you were meant to swallow it, aren't you?
Yeah, I appreciate that you did.
Yeah, that's very brave. It's on our carpet.
Oh my god, so gross. The taste
Yeah, it's gonna hurt in your stomach now.
Well, lucky for you guys, Luke sent us all a present. It'll get the taste out of your mouth.
What's this one?
This is the tongue bomb challenge. So in this little packet, there is 5 cherry flavored jelly beans, and there is one that is made from
Oh no,
something real
chili.
bad, man. I saw
Carolina
I saw
Reaper.
yeah, it might be something like that.
Oh, so we have a 1 in 5 chance of getting absolutely robbed.
smashed.
I'll do this one with you guys.
All right, well, let's hope that one of us gets it.
So they're all in there.
They all look the
They
same.
are all in the one packet. I'll have a look now.
There's an 80% chance one of us gets this.
Pour them all out of me if you want.
No, don't see them. Maybe you just put them in and we
I
select.
think they all look the
Marty's different now.
Yeah, no, they definitely all look the same.
Oh, okay. All right, pick one and hope.
Pick and
Oh man, if I lose this again, I'm gonna show what if I ate it.
pick and
Pfeffer. Pepper is Pfeffer in German.
Really?
pepper.
Oh god, this is scary.
Oh no.
Should we play scissors, paper, rock, and one person has to eat 2 because there's 5 in the packet? We could just not get it.
There's actually 6 in the packet.
You're lying to me,
Yeah,
brother.
there's 2 more left.
What? Oh, is it 5 and 1? Interesting.
5 cherry, 1
Yeah,
hot.
5 cherry, 1 hot.
Wait, hang on.
Well, we just play once, and then if not, we play again.
Then we scissors paper rock, and if you win the scissors paper rock, then you don't get the last bean each. So it's 2v2.
Why don't we'll just play twice. 3 the first time, 3 the second. Guaranteed someone gets a lid.
But there's only 2 left.
Hey?
There's only 2 left.
Oh.
Unless
So
you
look,
want to
I've got a plan. I've got a
Or
plan.
do you want to do this one?
I
But
can
someone
sit
will
out.
have this one, I reckon. All right, we have to eat this.
Yeah,
Okay.
you ready?
Yours is darker than mine.
Oh,
is that
God.
good or bad?
Now, chew. You can't just pop it like a pill. It's cheating.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Oh god, this is quite anxiety filled as you bite in.
So much pepper in my mouth, I can't tell what's going on.
I think I've worked it out. Point at who you think got it. How bad is it? How bad?
Touch me!
How bad is it, Mikey?
Oh my god, it's so hot.
Oh no. How bad?
It's hurting.
Yeah. Luke said Jamie had like 1 chew of it and spat it out.
I need water! Has to fight his way through.
Michael, maybe not water, maybe milk. Say that word for me.
Get some milk. The cherry one, yum.
Drink it. Drink
Yeah,
it
that was
slowly, Michael. Don't scull it. Drink slow sips.
Bring it over so we can watch your suffering. It's funner for the rings to see. Wow.
Oh, now you've ruined it. Oh,
That's what I'm all for that.
Oh, no, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, because it's just quite calming.
Why is that gross, though? It is our mouth, but still
just so much spit
yuck.
though comes out with it. You're rinsing your mouth of all its contents.
Oh, wow, it's that bad. It actually does say on the front, Ghost Pepper 60 million Scoville.
And that's the most out ever.
60 million bad?
I think so. It sounds pretty horrific.
Extremely hot. Keep out of reach of children and the elderly. Do not consume if you have had any medical or allergic conditions within the last month. You should be fine.
Well, he's only been in a hospital for a week. Surely
it
that
doesn't count. He did it to himself.
It's stuck now. It just swells up and sticks.
Oh, man.
Is it bad?
Wow, it's beautiful.
Oh, man. I think you and me got lucky there because
Yeah.
the 2 top ones were very pink and I felt safe.
Really?
Yeah, because you pulled one out, and I was like, "Oh, mine looks very similar."
Yeah,
to
yours his was quite dark.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh, man. That is rough to watch. How much to neck that cup of milk after Michael's done with it?
Why are you looking
$1,000.
at me?
Would you?
Why are you looking at me?
How much would you do it for $50?
Oh,
That's got fruit tingle sprinkle all behind him. It looks like he has horrific fine dandruff.
it's gonna be quite a funny
There's pepper
reel.
all over this thing now. Is that
Yeah,
matter?
my computer got covered too. We'll just have to give it a wipe with a cloth at the end.
Dude, this is the worst I've seen him with a chili.
That's $50.
Should we have a bong break while
why don't
Jono
we-
recovers?
Look, we'll have a bong break and we'll be right back with a prank call and a P.O. Box.
Tickle him. Tickle him a bit in the
And we're
Black.
Oh, Matt. Public apology.
I would like to apologize for my comments. My comments were, hey, you bastard.
Oh, yay, it's present.
Look, we have a P.O. box. Someone sent something in. Last P.O. box we had was so full of goodies. Oh, we can't believe our face.
Hopefully it's chili sauce. Hopefully it's chili sauce. Michael, test it.
His hand twitched when I hovered over him. They're good. I just had one.
Really?
Anyway, P.O. box. We're gonna open this and find out what sent what. Who? If you want to send us some, send it to 256 Tatum 4018. We open everything live on the podcast, so you
I'll
could
pick
send
it
us,
up.
You could send us a box with a snake in it, and we'd open it and get f***ed up.
Imagine if that happened. Careful.
Yeah, it's always a bit scary opening it.
You never know if it's going to be a.
Scared me. Oh, what the f*** is this?
Oh, shit. Is it chili stuff?
That's a gun.
Staple gun.
I'll read it. Do you want me to read the letter out?
Here, go on.
Okay.
Oh, it's a surgery gun.
What?
Could you use
it's
that
a
for your
surgery
ass?
staple gun.
Wait, it's an antiseptic wipes.
It's the ones that staple like wounds together.
Man.
I've had to use this when I crack my head open drunk
Look
one
at this
night.
thing.
Ooh. Hello, you lovely humans. I've sent you some presents. A medical skin stapler that can use in one of your up pain videos, and then the proper staple remover that you'll need to remove the little bastards.
Whoa.
Wow.
Have fun.
That's dark.
That's great.
Good
Oh.
for a website.
There's a demand here. In return, could Marty please do a prank call for me? I'm confident we will all get a good laugh from it. A mate of mine makes homebrew beer in his shed. He also has a keg built into a fridge, and most nights people can call in and have a beer in the shed. Leave a donation, and then be on their way again. Over the past 6 years, he has made approximately 12,000 litres of beer. Yeah. Could you call him and tell him that you are from the Tasmanian Liquor and Gaming Department and stir him up for not having a liquor license or an RSA license, tax fraud, and promoting people to drink and drive? He can be an angry, funny bastard, and it will make for good content, especially if you tell him that you're going to seize his equipment. His details are here. Blah, 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 blah. Much love, guys. Bong the on XOXO Liam.
Thank you
Liam,
very
thank you,
much,
Liam.
Liam.
That is
That's
your
great.
Bloody good bloke,
That is-
Liam.
We're gonna have to use that now for a website
Yeah.
video. Let's staple our skin together.
Oh.
Finally, we can be stable together
all the way down,
forever.
like, so it legs together.
You
then
can human
arms.
centipede.
And then we have to run in opposite directions.
Oh.
It'd be like a zipper. All right. Well, if this prank call works, then this can be the prank call, and then I'll just save what I was going to do for next week.
Hit it, Brown.
You pick up when we call, we'll waste your time. This trip you fall. It's time for prank call. Not the number 4, I meant 4 as for the prank call.
Okay.
All right. So
Gargle.
All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hello, mate. My name's Dylan Bates. I'm just calling from Tasmanian Liquor and Gaming Department. Do you have a second to chat today?
Yeah, mate.
Okay, great. Look, we've just received some reports that there's some selling of alcohol happening from this number, from an address on. Does that ring any bells to you at all?
No, mate. I make beer, but I don't sell it. I make home brew.
Right. Okay. And what was your name? Sorry. Second. Right. Yeah. So, have there been people? It's not accessible by public or anything, is it?
No, mate. No, dude. I don't want them here. They're not here.
Yeah. Right. Well, it's just funny because we've been getting multiple reports that members from public are regularly entering a premises there that from a guy that's making homemade beer. Which is okay, but you usually need the correct liquor licensing, agreements and stuff in place. And as far as we can see, that there's nothing there. So yeah, so you're saying that that's not true. That members of the public haven't been coming in and
Oh, if I've got a mate here, we'll have a beer. No different than if I bought it from the pub.
yeah, but it's not just random members from the street coming
No,
in.
no, no. I don't like strangers. I'm a boilermaker. I work at home.
Yeah.
So I work in my shed, and when we knock off, there could be a mate here picking up something, or they, just like you do any day, anywhere.
Mm. Yeah, look. Yeah, we've had reports that there's a donation box as well, so people can leave money. So there is payment being made for this beer, and
No, there's not.
And as you I'm just trying to do my job, and when we get reports like this, like we have to investigate it. So we're going to have to send someone from the RSA, just to that address, just to make sure that there's nothing going on. Would you be free later today? Would you be around the premises?
Maybe. Look, again, I'm self-employed. I could be anywhere. What do you mean multiple reports?
So what's been happening is that some the police have pulled over someone for drink driving. They've asked where he's come from. He mentioned your address and said that he's had a few beers there, and then things have just kind of escalated from there. The police have been in the
area. And I
area.
bet you no one's going to tell me who that was.
Well, no, I'm not allowed to say.
No, you always protect the narc.
Yeah, well, they're not really narcs. They're just trying to protect the community, you know.
Oh, of course, they don't have to, but they're not. Otherwise, by all means, car would have been stolen. But anyway,
yeah. So and it is pretty. If we do find out that there has been some kind of some selling of beer with donation boxes and stuff, there are actually some really large fines involved.
Oh, no doubt. These petty things always have a big fine, not like ice dealers.
Yeah. So, well, it's a maximum of $50,000 fines if we can find that out, and everything will be shut down. Like the whole operation will be shut down immediately.
This is pathetic. I mean, this is not your fault, but this is pathetic.
Yeah, well,
I'm
look,
a bloke that has a beer in his shed when he knocks off.
Yeah, well, look, if you've got nothing to hide, then you shouldn't have anything to worry about. But just
only me privacy and self-respect.
Yeah, well, look, mate, it's if you're giving beers to members of public, it can be quite dangerous. So like things need to be shut down.
Yeah, well, whatever, mate. Why though? What? I mean,
we will come and we will seize all of the brewing equipment. We will take all the beer, and you will not be allowed to make beer again in the state of Tasmania. That's how serious things can get, because you've been giving members of the public alcohol, and then they've been driving home. Right, that's illegal. You need your proper license. There's reasons we have these licenses in place, and it's to protect the public.
Well, whatever. But yeah, fair enough. I know what they're for. It's a little bit taken aback here. It's not like I don't understand. I'm such a minor person.
Yeah, well, look, even minor people giving lots of alcohol to a few people. Someone has a head-on, and imagine a guy has had a few beers at your establishment, driving home, and then has a head-on slam fest with a family with 6 kids. You can imagine 6 kids all gone, right? And then that's on your head. You're saying that's minor, mate. That's major, and that will be shut down.
Mine, not,
That's going to be shut down straight away, and we're going to come in and we're just going to start taking.
Fair enough.
You know,
I'm with you. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's I understand now. I'm with you. Yeah, it's not so much a few blokes having a beer after work. I'm with you now.
Yeah. So, and you know, you were mentioning you're a minor. You know, it's you clear. Like, how old are you?
Oh, I'm not a minor. It's in I'm just a bloke that has a beer in the.
Yeah, because I was going to say, if you're saying you're a minor, like minors aren't legally unallowed to drink either, and you sound quite mature, John. But yeah, this is you know, this is quite serious, and the boys might come in and just start shutting things down and taking it away. Like they'll come in and they just take it straight out of the shed.
Yeah, well, that's fair. Look, that's the law, mate. But
yeah, we'll seize. We'll seize it all. We'll take it, and then they'll put it away in the seize section of the liquor licensing, and that's it. Done. That's all gone. Yep. Then that's you don't get a say. We just take it. It's gone. Done for.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, that's fine, mate. No, that's the rules. I mean, Jesus, I understand. You can't have what they used to call it, bootlegging or something.
Yeah, well, that's it, mate. That's illegal, and we will seize it. We're coming in hard. I'm sorry, we're coming in hard and fast, but we will seize everything. We'll take it.
Yep. That's understandable. That's the rules. But when does someone want to come and have a look? I'll make sure I'm here.
So look, I'll probably swing by today. And look, you know, I don't usually say stuff like this, but you know, if you've got a beer waiting for me on arrival, I won't say no. Let's just say that. Look, we can do we can do our job. That's fine. And you know, having one beer or two, you know, that might help lubricate things and might make things a bit friendlier and might stop.
You're not setting me up, are you?
No, well, no, mate. That would be, you know, if you dobbed me in, that's it. I'd be done for. So, but I would really appreciate, if we could have a couple of beers.
Well, mate, I don't mind showing it off.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful beer. I just I wish I had more time to make more. That's the problem. I've got to work too much.
Yeah. All right. Well, look, I'll come in. We'll have some beers. But if I find any donation boxes and money and lying around, I will seize it. I will seize it all. I'll take it. I'll rip it out of your home, and you will be left high and dry with nothing. Mine. It's all mine.
Wow.
But we'll have a few beers. I'm so sorry, John. this is a prank call. Your mate set you up. Your mate Liam has set you up.
Oh man, Liam, I was rolling my head. You were too hot and cold.
He's bipolar.
I'll have a few beers to stab you.
Oh, John, you are a national treasure, mate.
Yeah, he was quite bipolar.
That's awesome. That's brilliant. How do I get this recording? I don't have it.
It will be on the Marty and Michael Fully Actual podcast next week.
I'll be stuffed. When I worked in the bush, there's blokes that used to do this from Hobart. And they were funny.
Oh, mate. Yeah, you are a true blue Aussie, and you handled that very well.
You keep selling as many beers as you like.
I was really trying to hide me and me.
Oh, that wow was great.
Like that English Sheila did.
That wow you said was priceless.
Yeah, that
wow.
was very good.
Make sure I get a copy of this.
Will do, mate.
We will.
Fucking all. Now I've got to go and find me cash tin and all my hooner I burnt. Syringes, they're all gone.
Oh, thank you. You're a legend.
Have a good bloody day.
Awesome. No worries.
All right,
Thanks.
See you, mate.
Brilliant. See you soon.
Dude, it's my favorite.
He is so beautiful,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Okay.
What a guy. I'd
Yeah.
love to have beers with him in his shed.
feel like-
I'd hit on him.
I feel like you have beautiful
I
opinions
hope
on
he's
life.
an alcoholic.
I
Man,
really
so
wanted.
many Tasmanians are like that, eh? They're such legends.
I wanted you to lead to you ask him if he was single. We'll see where the beers take us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to start screaming, but I started just chuckling. But anyway.
Oh man. All right.
Well done,
Fucking
Liam.
hell.
That was very good.
Outstanding work, Liam. All right, guys, that's the end. If you like us, please give us a 5-star review or a like, comment, and subscribe. If you've had a chuckle this episode, we will be back next week with Tinder adventures. So hang on to your hats and suck a
5-star review on Spotify.
And,
would really get
tell
me
us what
going.
you think of this.
Yeah, let's leave a comment for Matt.
Leave comments.
Matt loves reading comments, especially
that's
really
all I
nasty
live
ones
for.
about him. So really let him know what you think. Any negative thoughts you might have about Matt, let him know in the comments, everybody.
And put XX at the end so I know it's love.
Anyway, it's good to be alive, and we are the BEST, BEST,
BEST.
We're the BEST, BEST,
We're the best.
BEST, B.
Spells best.
We're the
Grab him once more, Marty. Grab him a bit.